What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Berserk Manga Chapter 10. Last chapter, we had the first flashback of any type of guts material that we had. Saw the origin of, how he was born, him growing up, so we really do not know. And I don't know if we ever actually will. If there's any significance to, like, who his mother actually was and who his father actually was, or they just, like, nameless, regular humans that don't mean anything to the story, or is there going to be significance in finding out, who his father is and who his mother? I mean, I don't even know how you find out who his mother really is, because it looks like the people that she was strung up with might have been the only people that knew of her. And he's in this mercenary group, and as they die off and he moves from place to place and farther away, I doubt there's going to be any information he can even find. But we'll see if the story kind of takes us that route. I forget the guy's name that is his, like, stepfather or inherent father, kind of training him and all those things. I'm curious what happens to him. Is that like one of Guts' first dramatic turning points of kind of where we see his mental? Does he die in the battlefield? Does he become a demon? Does Guts kill him? Is he still alive to this day? We'll see what happens with that. And then we left off the last chapter with some guy trying to make sexual advances on Guts, and I think at this time, he looks older here in this little still shot here, but I think at the time that we see him last chapter, we were going in like 3-year increments, so he's like he's not a teenager. I don't think he's a teenager by that time. I think he's like 9, 10. We'll kind of see how it plays out. Everybody will see this on Monday. We'll go from there. I'm adding a couple of you guys suggested, adding a couple more themes and OSTs. So that's the plan for this video. I have our regular theme starting off with, but then I have a couple other looped back behind it. If you're not hearing anything right now, know that YouTube copyrighted it, and I had to pull all the audio off, and if that ends up being an issue, I'll just go with what we originally were doing, because that seemed to be going fine for the last handful of chapters. But you guys told me to maybe switch it up. It'll make things more, dramatic and interesting. So we added some of it after this kind of first loop through. We'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and scroll through this and get it on going here. There's Griffith. So I'm curious. I figure maybe in the next age jump, so he's like, what, 10? He'll be like 13? Maybe they run into each other then, and then I'm curious, how Griffith ends up not only a demon, but like one of the, God Hand. So, and I'm curious, like, I mean, maybe we'll get that, like, do the God Hands ever switch out? How do you become? Can you if I'm a demon and I want to become one of the, can I just be added? Do I have to defeat? Is it, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to, like, really go down that, like, demon path of, like, really finding out more about them, but we'll see. And then he got his first kill. We've seen him in some panels kill, like, 20 guys at one time. He ended up getting his first kill last chapter as well. But yeah, the Golden Age Chapter 2, we'll go ahead and get, yeah, this is where we left off. So I'm curious, like, what was his name? I want to say Gambino or I forget, but did he allow Damien to do this? Either Damien killed him, Damien paid him in whatever form of payment he wanted, or the guy didn't care and said, yeah, go for it, it's nothing to me, which would just be the ultimate, like, betrayal to Guts, if he finds out. But let's see what happens here. What? Quit struggling. Dang, he's over here hog-tying his ass, putting a gag in his mouth. I ain't here to eat ya. Come on, relax, and it'll be over soon. And I had made the comment that, like, they were almost depicting him last chapter with kind of looking like a little bit of a demon, but I think that was more to kind of show what it looked like in Guts' eyes, but the way they were showing kind of like the lust on his face was kind of wild. Happens all the time in armies. I mean, he's gonna end up killing this dude, right? Or does somebody come in to save him? Curious. Do we think he kills him, or does someone come in to help? Or does he just somehow get free? We'll see. Or does it actually just happen? And I don't know, if it does happen, I'm gonna have to put this watermark up, because YouTube ain't gonna like that, so we'll see. Ooh, wow. Man caught an elbow right to the jaw. That'll knock somebody out, even if you're a kid. And then kicks him in the groin and goes for the blade. Imagine getting done up like that. Jesus. And he kicks the shit out of him. Damn kid fights like a wildcat. And Guts is like just sitting there naked at this point too. Enough of your wiggling. I paid Gambino good. Oh god. That's gotta be a just shot to the heart. Because at that point, like, what do you, like, you're a kid, and not only someone that's looking after you, like, he is your parent figure, he is your father figure, and you guys just had that bonding moment too, like the prior day, and you hear that, it's like, what do you do if you're Guts? I mean, you're gonna feel betrayed, you're gonna feel sad, you're gonna want to know why. Because he doesn't have his mother, and the only other person he thought cared for him. Honestly, I think some of the guys in the camp care for him better than Gambino ever has shown, but I don't know. I paid Gambino good money. I want to see that exchange. Like, did Gambino hesitate? Did he pay him so much money that he couldn't refuse? I don't know. I bought you for the night. Paid Gambino 3 silver coins. Jesus. What the hell, Gambino? Gambino sold your ass out. No, that's a lie. Oh, wow, so it happened. It just happened. He ended up getting sexually abused and raped by what's his name? Damian Douglas? Some shit? I think it just happened. I think because at that moment, I think you kind of just freeze if you're Guts. Like, he's fighting, you know, he's fighting for his life, literally, damn near fighting for his life right here. But I think that line of, I paid Gambino good money, would make you mentally freeze that, like, by that time you're going to get so physically overtaken that you're thinking about that you just, what can you do? What can he actually do? He's crying and shit, Gambino sold your ass, and then how do you even... I don't know. The whole relationship is fucked after this because Gambino knows that, like, he's like, Guts is still going to be alive after this. Like, does he just hop back in line like nothing happened, or like, dang, and he walks on out of there? And I'm curious, like, because like he said, it does happen all the time. You know, it happens all the time in army camps. At least back then, it just happened. You know, shit. Unfortunately, it still happens to this day, but. We've seen the other men in the camp really kind of take an affinity to caring for Guts' well-being. To the rest of the camp, or those men that we've seen, is this, like, okay? Because he's not being, like, killed or anything? Like, would they be straight with this? Maybe some of them are doing it themselves. So, I don't know. But I feel like that, you've already started to tick the man's brain there a little bit, you know? So here we go, and there he is. Just, yeah. How's this relationship gonna go? He over here sliced himself. That's karma kicking in. Guts. The man is literally, the man knows what he allowed. And is just going to... Because the way they kind of depict this shot here, this still panel, almost the expression on his face is like, I know, like, are you good? Go ahead and, you know, do your thing. Guts comes out, flipping blade, not even a blade, the damn executioner shit in hand. Go on and make breakfast. Feed the chickens too. Nah, dog. We ain't here for that. We gotta kill him. What? You want to do sword practice this early? Sorry, but I got a hangover. Do it someplace else. No. I'm not here for practice. I'm here to take your ass out. So, unarmed or not, what are you gonna do? You mean Gambino doesn't know about last night? And that's the question. Because I don't... it's hard to tell. Hold on, let me see what we have going on here with these, because I don't want to get copyrighted for some of these. I want it to just stay right in this loop here, so hopefully it stays within that shot. We'll see. Do we think there's a chance that he actually doesn't know? Because we saw the two. I mean, he could have talked about something else, but the fact that, like, they showed... I really don't even remember the man's name. We'll call him D for now. Approach Gambino. And then after that, he shows up at Guts' tent, and then after that, he name drops Gambino. So is he just talking shit? Maybe Gambino said no? I don't know. We kind of got to get the truth out of that situation, because we truly don't know. We're only getting one side of the story, but from a reader's point of view, they only showed us... I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we'll find out by the end of this chapter. Gambino, yeah? He wants to ask him. I want to know what the hell happened. And I can't tell. Because again, this is one of those, like, if I had this in anime adapted and I could tell what Gambino's tone is and mannerisms, you might be able to tell. But since these are still shots, I really can't tell. Never mind. Huh. Yeah, and you're just rageful at that point because now you don't know. It's like, did he sell me out? Is he still my dad, protector, teacher? Sure are a lot of them. Don't let it scare you. They just got beaten. Morale's down low. Sure are a lot of them. What? What are we looking at? Now listen up. Our sponsors' orders are to hit them so hard they'll never think of forming another army. Oh, they're in the trees looking down at them? Of course we agreed that all plunder becomes ours. As always, first one there takes all. Yeah, you gotta take his ass out on the battlefield, Guts, honestly. Just get his ass. We'll see how this goes. Same thing again, they're on their mercenary mission. Guts is over here collecting bodies and tags and shit. Kill confirms. Damien over here cracking people in the head with that axe. Where do you think you're going? It's a perfect setup. I think Guts is gonna kill him out there on the battlefield. Damien over here over chasing somebody into the forest by himself. Isolated. Nobody would know that Guts did it. I mean, he's going crazy for sure. And then somebody has a who shot it? It was Guts. Right through his chest plate and everything. Damn. Takes too long to... Did we get one shot, one kill? Guts, you little... Oof! Through the mouth, too. I mean, you had to take his ass out. And he just got... Okay, now we're already seeing the... I mean, he's already a child soldier killing people, so already his mental... I mean, it's not developed and where it needs to be. He'll start becoming so numb to things, but... The, like, revenge kind of, like, you see it in his eyes here type thing. He's, like, enjoying this. I mean, he wants to make him hurt how, you know, he was made to hurt, you know? Where do you get that crossbow? I don't know. Say it again. Who sold me out? Say it. I don't think the man can speak. Got one through the chest, one in the mouth. Is anybody gonna walk up on this, you think, or no? I'm curious if he just kills him off in the woods and nobody knows what happened to him. They'll just think he, you know, we're in the middle of battle. I got. I dare you to say it. Oof. Right in the mouth. Well, he's dead. And then he hops right back on his horse and, gets on out of there. Alright, well, he's dead. So now, do you think Guts just completely goes on like, alright, well, he's dead, that won't happen to me again. No way Gambino would do that. Does he just go on, not thinking anything of that incident again? Or does it come back up? I don't know. Charge, just one more push. What the hell's happening to him here? Oh, Gambino got hit. Or something happened to Gambino here. Looks like they got blasted off the wall or something. Yeah, Gambino got cracked. Oh, wow, they have the mounted cannons on the wall? Oh, shit. I'm trying to see the shot of, like, where this even... Oh, is he looking up? Is this Gambino here? Straight eats it. And the man's leg's gone. He lost a lot of blood, but I managed to save him. Come on, he managed to last through the battle like that. It ain't like he'd die that easily. Still, with that leg, I expect he'll never fight again. Chances are. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't. There's no... This isn't Star Wars. They're not gonna just, like, put on another leg and you're good to go. And back then... Just the infection of this being an open wound alone, like you're dying from. We've got to think about what to do. And about a new leader. I say Duncan for... Duncan. I thought it was Damien was his name. Duncan. Nah, Duncan's dead. Put that man in a ditch. He's gonna ask him here on his deathbed and shit. You've always acted superior to me. High and mighty and selfish cold. Always smiling like you were looking down your nose at other people. I think he would confess now, right? There's no really need to confess. Alright, we're getting flashbacks here. I mean, Gambino's not gonna survive, and he's not gonna be the same. I feel like figure in Guts' eyes anyway, you know, after this. Just from a physical standpoint. Wait, don't die on me, Shisu. Wow. I'm on my way back. He's thinking about the woman that he talked shit about. That ain't you. Don't sound like you at all, Gambino. 2 years later, wow, okay, so we're 12, 11? Still not a teenager yet, I don't think. And Gambino's been alive this whole time, too? Wow, 2-year time skip, and we didn't even address that whole scenario. I'm guessing Gambino's still alive? We'll see. I'm sure we'll find out. He doesn't look that much aged up in the 2 years that's passed, but look at him, like, just literally in, like, a pair of pants and some shoulder pads as a pre-teenager going up against full, like, chest-plated helmet and everything like knights, and is winning. Like, it's just on mounted horseback, too. Just straight up winning. Alright, and then he prances on back to Gambino. I'm curious, got his crutches and shit. Has Gambino's... Because, I mean, he's kind of a piece of shit, but then, like, in the next panel, he'll care and look like, alright, he does, and then the next panel, it's like, and then the jury's still out, because us as a viewer, we don't really know if he did or didn't. We do know that Duncan and him did have a conversation. We'll see. Gambino, look at this. I killed the enemy general. I won the reward for it. This much should get you plenty of wine and women. Meat? Oh, he's paying for everything, huh? You know meat for the dog? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. What's wrong? Oh, what's wrong? Hurry and get it. Why am I getting beat right now? And the first, because what's so fucked is, like, the first thing he thought about, you know, killing the enemy general, bringing the money back and everything. He said, this should get you. He didn't say, like, oh, I could get this for us, or we can celebrate with this and do that. He's like, this should get you plenty of wine and women. I guess that's just what his... Is that what it... I mean, when you're kind of a hired mercenary and just fighter, like, that's what your life is. You know, you just kind of... I feel like you're just a pirate. You're just, like, raving and reaving and raping and pillaging and fighting and women, alcohol, killing, just what any type of order you want to put it in. and now he can't fight, so he's probably depressed as hell. He's missing a limb. He's still kind of in his physical prime too, but he's missing a limb. So that's probably already got him depressed. He can't fight. Women probably don't want him because of the leg, so he has to pay, and he knows he has to pay. It's just this whole revolving thing. He might even be more spiteful now than he was before. You know, meat for the dog. But he says meat. What's wrong? Hurry and get it. Hurry and get it. And then bashes the hell out of him with his crutch. All the men again. Everyone. Because at this point, he's not even the leader, is he? I don't think even at this point the Gambino's still even leading anybody on anything. It's like, why do we even keep his ass? Who knows? Oh my god, and then he kicks the shit out of the dog. The man's just having a sad life, you know? There's big bad Gambino up on his hill. We should all be so lucky. Hey, say that again. Oh, these guys are starting to talk shit. Were they part of the onlookers that were looking on, kind of in concern? No, not really. Say it again. Go on, say it again. No, we didn't really. Hey, Gambino, don't get worked up. It was a joke, a joke. Who are you gonna fight? A joke, then. Why don't we see how sharp your wit is? I don't care if there's two of you. Alright, we don't want to embarrass a cripple. Let's relax. Or is he still that dude, even with one leg? Bro, all I've got to do is just rotate on him fast enough. He won't be able to keep up. If you ain't brave enough to fight a wounded man, I don't want to hear any of your crap. Yeah, and then Guts is just... it's fucked. Guts wants affection that he's not getting. And he's having this built-up rage that he's just having to keep taking out and shit. Man, so, like, this makes me think, like... the whole demon... you forget about the whole demon aspect. This is a perfect example, like with Gambino. If I end up in a situation like this, my life has just gone to shit. I've lost a leg. The woman I loved, or who loved me, who I didn't appreciate enough when she was alive, is gone. I got people talking shit behind my back. How can I just become a demon and just be better? You know, like, do I have to be approached? Is it something like I can summon? How can I then just rid myself of this to become a demon, you know? I don't know what the process is. Do I have to have a Behelit? Do I just have to be kind of down on my luck and demons will approach me because of my mental state? I don't know. I should stop thinking about it. Right now, all I need to think about is surviving tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll kill lots of enemies again. Earn lots of money. That storm are brewing out there. Oh, shit. That looks very, demon in the face to me. By the way. Why are you swiping at me? Gambino. What are you? My man's definitely... well, then we see his eyes and stuff here, but like... wait, it's shot here. Looks like we don't even have pupils. His teeth are like razor sharp and shit. Then here it kind of looks maybe not. Gambino. He's drunk. Is he drunk? It was so careless of me. Oh, he's speaking. Things are like this all because I let you stay here. Huh? I figured you'd just die before long. Puny little runt shouldn't even have been alive anyway. But what happened? Shisu, the one who picked you up, died. Oh, is this all going back to the, you know, he's cursed kind of thing? Bad omen. Then I lost a leg and had to quit as a leader. Too stupid even for a joke. What the hell have you got against me? Giving me evil for good. What have you got against me, huh? You know why? You're a devil's child, Guts. A cursed kid who's nothing but bad luck. Okay, so he's still human, but the way that was predicted is it supposed to be like, oh, we're supposed to take that as like, look at the demon inside of like how humans can be demons themselves. You should have died on that day 11 years ago beneath your mother's corpse. So he is 11. Okay, we said about 11, 12. You should have died. I mean, I don't think Gambino can keep up this. He hasn't been trained. He hasn't been fighting in 2 years. He's starting to reach a physical point that he can keep up. Yeah, this is just going to be a mess. He gets his hand on his sword. I mean, he's going to have to kill him. But then how's it going to go, like, with the other men? When they walk up in this tent and see... I mean, he's not a leader anymore, so it'll kind of be whatever. Maybe people will think he had it coming. Ah, shit. Yeah, he said it. I saw the panel already. He said it. I'll let you in on something. You remember what happened the night of your first battle? Donovan bought you for 3 silver coins. I'm the one he paid. Yeah. I kind of held out hope there for a little bit. Like, well, maybe Gambino didn't know, and he does care. But we've seen Gambino to kind of be someone that always seems to care after the fact. Kind of like with Shisu. Like, he would... The men were like, oh, that's your lover, right? You care for her? And he's like, I don't care. Then it looks to be like on his deathbed, and he's calling her name out and shit. And then saying, you know, he lost her because of him. But, yeah. Donovan bought you for 3... I really thought we were just... He was going to kill Gambino here. We never were going to address this right here. Donovan bought you for 3 silver coins. I'm the one he paid. No, why? Why? Because I was sick of you. That's why. It's like his actions show different. So I can't even believe half the things he is or is not saying. You know? Because he shows like careful, like father figure actions, but then he's also, but then in the same like panel, he'll also be a piece of shit. So it's kind of, I don't know, but I feel like we saw the true him, and that was like kind of on his deathbed. So why? Because I was sick of you. That's why. You killed Shisu, and then you followed me around like some lonely. So if you didn't like him, why didn't you have the, no pun intended, guts to just kill him? You were the leader of this whole group. You could have snuck in there and killed him in the middle of the night, or, you know, have him disappear or some shit like that, and nobody would have questioned you. See how they're really giving him this like demon look? But I feel like it's more of a, it's more of kind of like a Hunter x Hunter effect there, where like the ants are almost more human, as the humans are almost more ant devil like. Is this Guts taking his ass out? Yeah, he's dead. It looks like Gambino went for the swing first. No. This is, I guess, this is illustrating both of their blades. And Guts ends up getting him through the throat. And it ends right there. This illustration here of him looks to be a little bit older. Yeah, I mean, got the information, so he did. And we kind of had that, but I was even thrown off a little bit there when Guts kind of didn't pursue it. And it was almost left as like, oh, well, here's a time jump. But yeah, and then same thing here. I mean, maybe we'll see next chapter. I don't even know if he'll be able to speak, but like, are we going to get any inner Gambino monologue of like, oh, Guts, I really did care, you know, I'm sorry type shit, or like, we're just going to leave it as Gambino's a piece of shit? That ends up being it. I mean, it's kind of what we brought up last chapter of, there was only 3 options. Duncan pays for it, Gambino says no, and Duncan does it anyway, or Duncan kills Gambino and does it. And it seemed to be the least dramatic of the 3, but more... It was the least dramatic of the 3, but it was the more betrayal for Guts of the 3. Like, you accepted and allowed it to happen. Duncan ends up being killed, but still, I mean, he was raped at 9 years old, so he's already got... He's raped at 9 years old, and he's a child soldier killing people, and he's not even 12. So already his mental is just gone. And then to set it off, the person in the world that he's been trying to impress, that he cares for and thinks cares for him, has betrayed him, and then he had to kill him by his own hands. As terrible as all of that is, I still don't think that's enough to push Guts to the point where we've seen him currently in the Black Swordsman stuff. So there's got to be more, and I feel like a lot more. I don't know how much more dramatic it can get, because right now he doesn't have anybody. There's nobody that really cares for him or that he cares for kind of on that like family level. So how does he continue to lose and lose more? I'm curious of like the stuff they showed up here of like Griffith looks about the age of what Guts looks like here. This doesn't look like the 11-year-old Guts that we get in this chapter. This looks like a teenage Guts, like 15, 16, 17, 18, as does this of Griffith here. So I'm curious, like with the Griffith stuff, is that really whatever is involved in that, whoever, if that what really propels us to the current Guts we have now. But that whole arc looks to be wrapped up. His foster mother, foster father, the mother dies. Not because of Guts. Well, it depends. If you believe he's bad luck, then yeah, it was because of Guts, but I'm going to say no. So his foster mother's died, but he was kind of too young to feel like even really remember her in any capacity. He is raped, he's a child soldier, and had to kill his foster father, the only person he cared for and tried to impress. So we're off to a great mental start for Guts, but we'll kind of leave it there, and we'll see how all of it plays out. So expect at least one more chapter this week. I said for the rest of the month we're just going to keep it Berserk, Monster, One Piece. So what I plan to do is do 2. So I think what we'll do is at least 2 Berserk chapters. One Piece is already stocked up for Patreon members, so I can just easily spit out 2 of those. And then what I'll try for is at least 2 monster videos a week. So right now expect 5 uploads a week. 2 Berserk chapters, 2 One Pieces, and 1 monster. And then if everything kind of flows good through the week, I'll try to get in another monster reaction. We'll go for 5 to 6 uploads a week for the rest of the month, and just kind of vibe out with that and see how it goes. So I appreciate it, everybody. Again, the Berserk support has been insane, crazy. Yeah, I'm just glad people are enjoying the reactions as much as I'm enjoying the story. So go ahead and leave it there. I appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,